Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Natty and this is Nat Reviews. It's a series where I take a look at random pieces of music and give a review on them. Sometimes it's an album, sometimes it's a singular song. This week, however, I'm reviewing a song that just came out the other day, Imagine Dragons' newest single, Natural. Let's jump in, shall we? Imagine Dragons have been on a roll this year. They have released 3 songs so far this year, even if 2 of them weren't included on any of their albums. It's not the first time they have done this. They had done the same thing a few years ago with Roots. They released that song without putting it on an album. Well, at least until Evolve included it 2 years later as a bonus track on the deluxe edition in Japan. Random. They did the same in 2016 as well. They seem to do this often between albums. They still release random tracks here and there, so this isn't too out of the ordinary. But this time around, they released a track not long after the release of their last, that being Born to Be Yours, which was a love song made in a partnership with Kygo. Interesting that they did such a love song as Dan Reynolds had just went through a divorce. But that's all aside the point. This week we're reviewing Natural, another song with a one-word name just like Believer, Radioactive, Demons, and Thunder, among others. Alright, so now we move on to the song itself. It begins with a harmonized and dark and echoing humming sound. This is a huge contrast to the last single, Born to Be Yours, which was a light and poppy number. This song is much more dark and ominous. It really brings me back to the tracks from Night Visions and that entire era, and I love that. It's a really heavy and dark number, once again like the tracks from Night Visions and beforehand. It also has orchestral elements that remind me much of the movie soundtrack songs they used to do around in 2014. It very much feels like a song that could have been added to the Night Visions or on some action movie soundtrack from the era. It doesn't feel like a modern Imagine Dragons song from the Evolve era. It really doesn't. It's more akin to the first 2 albums. I don't dislike that. I in fact love it. Evolve made a huge change in direction for the band. It was a success, but there's nothing on it that's quite like the first 2 albums, except maybe Believer and Hints. So this is a nice taking back to the past works by Imagine Dragons. It isn't a love song in the nearest, or at least on the surface. I can't help but feel the dark nature of this track comes from the divorce of Asia and Dan Reynolds in some way. I cannot confirm that, I cannot deny that, but it makes a logical sense to me. It is a track that brings Imagine Dragons back to the rock vibe of theirs. Their Night Visions era when they blended multiple genres into their older Imagine Dragons style. I really do enjoy this song just based off the first few listens. The instrumental work, the dark vibe, and the very ominous sound is really chilling to me. Maybe that's just me, but that's just how I feel. I feel the same with the instrumental, has hints from songs of theirs like Lost Cause, Roots, Warriors, among others. The heavy drums are a clear callback to their works with Alex the Kid in the early days and their drum-heavy sound of the first 2 albums. Lyrically, the song has hints that confirm to me the song may have a connection to the emotional stress that Dan's divorce must have put on him. Since Dan writes much of the songs he performs, along with the rest of the members of the band, I can see it. Lines like those in the bridge make the connection for me, along with others. Dan Reynolds himself has said this about the song: living in a dog-eat world can bring out the worst in you and sometimes the best. It would be a lie to tell you I haven't become somewhat skeptical about some things in the past decade of my life. However, I believe that when you truly learn to love yourself, the judging eyes and hateful words become meaningless. Natural is about finding yourself and being willing and able to stand up to whatever adversity comes your way. I couldn't really put it better myself. That is a pretty accurate meaning if I say so. Plus he wrote the song in part, so I'm quite certain he knows. The lyrics can still be interpreted however you like, but this is just my thoughts and the artist's own thoughts. I'll also compliment Dan's chilling vocals here. He has quite the voice for this kind of music. It's very unique how his voice sounds. And here the performance is so chilling, it's extremely well done. But yes, the song ends abruptly soon after the 3-minute mark. It ends after escalating throughout. The song progresses from a quieter track to a loud and powerful one, while still keeping its dark sound throughout. What are my thoughts of the song overall? My thoughts on the song are quite positive if you can't tell. This sort of song by them I always tend to love. They're just so great to me. The marching band sort of drums I do enjoy itself, along with the rest of the many layers of instruments. It's very well done. It really does take me back to the older works they did with Alex back in the day. It's really well done. The production is rather well done, as is usually the case. I do very much enjoy the song overall. It definitely gets my big approval. Do listen if you're interested in these sort of tracks by the band. For those who enjoy the lighter side of theirs, this may not do it for you. But, you can check out Evolve or Born to Be Yours for their lighter stuff. If you like their more rock side of things, this could be the thing to do it for you. Do I look forward to more music from the band? I'm sure this is an obvious answer to those who are around my channel longer, but yes. I kind of felt more neutral with Born to Be Yours in all honesty. But this song I'm more excited about, especially with the rumors circling around that this is a possible song to debut their potential 4th album, which I very much am excited for. I'm very curious as where the album will go, and I'm definitely interested in a 4th album. I may be a bit worried of the release being so soon after Evolve, relatively speaking, but we'll see how it goes. I'm very excited for new music by the group, if this single is anything to go by. I know I may be in the minority, but it's songs like these that I love most from the band. I don't care if they're the most formulaic of theirs to fit with the Imagine Dragons formula, but I love most of their work, yes, but something about their heavier music just connects to me more, and I enjoy it. It is what it is, I suppose. Something just hits harder with the heavier stuff. Well, I feel this brings us to the end of our little time together. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself while here. The song will be linked in the description below, in case you haven't heard it yet. You can also find some of my other reviews in the cards or in the description. I tend to review most of the Imagine Dragons work over their career, so maybe you can find something you like from that. I even made a playlist for it. But yes, if you liked the video, you may leave a like. Do let me know your own thoughts of the song too. I'm always interested in what others have to say about things themselves. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, many thanks. Hope you enjoyed yourself. This has been Natty, and I wish you all a very good day.
Natural, a beating heart of stone. You gotta be so cold to make it in this world. Yeah, you're a natural, living your life cutthroat. You gotta be so cold. Yeah, you're a natural.